Come with me as I explore Thessaloniki's brand new metro. This is Fragments of the Future. So, Thessaloniki Metro has been a dream that has been going around for maybe 100 years. It's finally opened. It finally opened at the end of 2024. There was a lot of impediments that were put in their way over that time. It was not the easiest project in the world. It cost 3 billion euros, 200 million of those were in bribes. It was a big project, but yeah, it was proposed over different forms in the start of the 1900s and the 1980s, and then seriously again from 2006. In its current incarnation, the construction began in the early 2000s. It was beset by problems. The Greek financial crisis didn't help, COVID didn't help, and also, as we're going to see later, trying to build a metro through an area with archaeological remains where civilization began is not an easy business. Thessaloniki was founded a very long time ago. It's an ancient city, and it has been a city that has been home to Byzantines, Turks, Greeks, Jews, Macedonia, now part of Greece. It was part of the Ottoman Empire. Bulgaria is nearby. All these Balkan civilizations coming together, they've all left their remains. And when they made the metro, when they built the metro, they had to be very careful to preserve all of those remains. And in fact, it's like a living museum, and we're going to see some of that later. The Thessaloniki Metro uses Hitachi's driverless metro system. This is the same system that you see in Brescia, in Honolulu, and Copenhagen, and other places as well. It's a driverless system. And this is the way that railways, I think, are going to look in the future. I think they are going to be driverless. I've noticed that they have kind of train captains on each train, so it's driverless. As you can see, there's no driver at the front. There seems to be a staff member on each train in high vis, rather like on the DLR, so you always know there's a staff member even if there's no driver. There's also platform screen doors.
Station analysis.
Yeah, they seem to have platform screen doors as well, which a lot of new metros have. Crossrail in London has those. They've been installed in Glasgow as well for safety. And I guess if you're having a driverless train, you need to have the platform screen doors. So this is the route map. It basically travels along the bay. Thessaloniki is a bit of a linear city. So from the south here, on the left are the new stations, and then it travels north. We're at Fleming here, towards the centre of the city and the docks and the new railway station. It's a very smooth ride as well, I have to say. Having been on some metros which do not have a smooth ride, this one is extremely smooth, extremely nice, extremely comfortable. Now, one of the reasons that they wanted to build the metro here was pollution. This is a city that was renowned for its pollution, incredibly heavy traffic, with no metro, only a sort of scant rail service. There's a lot of cars on the roads, a lot of buses, very bad air pollution. One of the stated aims of the metro is to reduce pollution in Thessaloniki, to make it a greener city. Let's hope that that can happen. The metro, though, has been a bit of a joke in Thessaloniki for a lot of years. People would joke that it was just overrunning, it was never going to be finished, there were all these bribes. It's become the fuel for a lot of fire when it comes to comedy. And there's a movie called The Bricklayer, which is partly set in Thessaloniki, and that's one of the storylines about the metro never being finished. Some people said they thought they would die before they saw this metro completed, and probably some people who were born in 1900 did die before they saw the metro completed. These massive infrastructure projects often go completely over budget, completely over time, and they create a massive political hoo-ha. Just look at in Britain, HS2, and before that, Crossrail, it's become synonymous with poor management, um, grift, and all these kind of problems that you get from big projects. The public don't like it, and politicians are absolutely terrified that if they sign up to something like this and their name is on it, and then it goes Pete Tong, they're going to be the ones that get the blame and get kicked out at the ballot box. I tell you what I absolutely love about this metro, the fact that you can see out of the front. It's so cool. If you're the kind of person that likes to look out of the window, then you will love this metro. You can see the tunnels, you can see the junctions, you can see the stations approaching, you can pretend you're driving. If you're a kid, this would be your dream come true. And maybe I am too much of a big kid because I love it too much. It's absolutely great. So, I mean, it's bad that drivers are losing their jobs, but it is very, very cool that you can see out of the front and you can just see the whole system. Hagia Sophia station, you can learn about the history of the city. This is the marble paved by Decumanus Maximus, somewhere around 350 AD. When they were digging out the metro, they dug a lot of archaeological remains out, and this dig here at Hagia Sophia brought to light the main street of Thessaloniki, which has been inhabited since 350 AD, and you can see on the information board as well a map of the station and where they dug out the archaeological remains. It's super interesting. Nice use of colour on the Thessaloniki Metro. Hagia Sophia station is yellow. Some of the other stations are red as well. If you like your colour, come here. Here's the paving they dug up when they were building Venizelos station, which dates from the 6th century. They preserved it here, and then they've got this really cool display which shows the history of the place and how it sort of came to be modernized into the station that it is today. Very cool. Venizelos station, quite futuristic. It's giving Star Wars. Now, have you ever seen a metro station like this before? This is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen in a metro station. So we're in Venizelos station, right in the heart of Thessaloniki. But because it's in the heart of Thessaloniki, a lot of things have happened here over time. And when they were constructing the station, they had huge archaeological digs. And this is one of the reasons the massive time overruns. What they discovered here was an incredible array of history, dating all the way back to AD 500, when King Cassander founded this city as the center of Macedonia and Thrace. So you have bathhouses here, ancient streets that they've dug up. It's incredible to think that people were having a sauna and chatting shit like we do back in those days, and just astonishing really that this is now part of the metro station. You have to come here if you're visiting the metro in Thessaloniki. It's incredible. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Fragments of the Future, looking at the brand new Thessaloniki Metro. If you want to like or leave a comment, I would love that. Most of all, it would be great if you could subscribe. I always want more subscribers. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. My name has been Christopher Beanland. I'll see you very soon for another Fragments of the Future. Thank you and bye.
Προσοχή παρακαλώ. Σε 30 λεπτά θα αναχωρήσουν οι τελευταίοι σίγουροι από τους τερματικούς σταθμούς της Νέας Φιαδελφίας και του νέου σιδηροδρομικού σταθμού. Σας ευχαριστούμε. Your attention please. In 30 minutes, the last trains will be departing from the terminal stations of Wildest